It's time for you to wake up, black man. It's time for you to wake up, so-called black woman. And stop thinking that righteousness is godliness, because it ain't. Stop thinking that it's good to be ghetto. Since when was it good to be ghetto? We're trying to show you the leadership lacks amongst our people. And this is why our people are at the head of the streets. This is why our people and our young children run swift to mischief to shed blood. They ready to brawl with one another. They're ready to kill and deck on one another. Gang and jump up on one another. Read.
Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2. Bring it out. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
So the gates meaning the leadership. The Judah mourneth, and the gates that languish. Our people are moaning and crying in the streets for justice and looking for justice from their leaders, but where are the leaders? Where is so-called TD Jakes? Where is your so-called mayors when we get black mayors within their governments and they not doing anything? What is the people that's gonna help you? But they languish, they need help. Because they lack. They're not teaching you God's laws. They're not teaching you that you are Israelite. They're not teaching you to stop smoking weed. Stop jumping your brother. Stop having murder and a hatred towards your brother.
Bring it out.
Read.
They are black unto the ground.
Hold on, wait a minute. They are what?
They are black.
So the leaders of the time of old in the Bible and the leaders today of your people are black. So-called black man, you didn't know that Christ was black. So-called black man, you didn't know that Moses was black, that John was black, Peter was black.
Yes, sir.
And that's why you have hatred towards your brother.
Yes, sir.
You quick to shoot him down. You quick to sell drugs to him.
Bring it out.
When we are downtown, I don't see none of y'all in the suburbs hanging on the corner trying to slang something.
Bring it out.
I don't see you in the suburbs with a mob of teenagers beating up on each other.
Bring it out.
How you doing, my brother? How you doing, my brother?
How you doing?
My name is Zedekiah. What's your name, Drew?
Freddie Mac.
Say it one more time.
Freddie Mac.
Freddie Mac? Okay, Freddie. On this sign, where do you see your forefather coming from?
American Indian.
American Indian? So you would say you from the tribe of Gad.
I'm Cherokee.
You're Cherokee, all right? So that means you come from the tribe of Gad.
Okay.
Give me hold that. Give me Isaiah 65:15. I'm gonna show you something why we are not considered. We consider ourselves black, Cherokee, Indian, all these names that was put upon us by our oppressors. But I'm gonna show you what God called you in the last days.
Bring it out. Jeremiah chapter 65 and verse 15. Bring it out. And ye shall leave your name for a curse.
So Jeremiah is saying the children of Israel is going to leave their name for a curse. Not many of our people know what nationality that they are. And the reason why is because we have been brought up and been taught lies all our lives. We've been taught and been following after things that is not of this Bible. You're not a Cherokee Indian. You are a so-called brother. You are from the tribe of Gad. My sister, if your forefather come from this sign right here, you see this, my sister? Whatever these out of these 12 tribes, your father descends from, that's what you would be. So where do you see yourself, my sister? Where do you see that your father is? What's the nationality of your father? Black. So you come from the greatest tribe on the earth, Judah. That's where the so-called black Messiah come from, my sister.
Right.
So these are some of the things that our people need to realize and what's going on with them. As unto us a confusion of face of knowing who we are, and also a curse of our name being taken away from us. You are supposed to be the rightful rulers of this earth. You are supposed to be the rightful kings and princesses of this earth.
Right.
But what happened was we fell from God. We stopped keeping his laws. He said, I'm going to curse you because you did not want to follow my instructions. Read. So let's find out what God hates. Read.
Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 16. Bring it out. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yea, 7.
Drop. Give me verse 18. So we're going to deal with the things that we see that's going on downtown. Another out of the 6 things that God hates. Read.
Verse 18. And heart that deviseth wicked imaginations.
So a lot of times when that situation where a group of young teenagers got together, how many of y'all saw that on the news?
Hundreds of teens causing chaos down at the banks in Cincinnati. It's the latest incident involving large groups of young people in the city.
It all happened around 8:30 Sunday evening. The fighting captured on video.
It's pretty much just chaos. Hundreds of kids running around. It appears that there's a fight that takes place, spills into the middle of the street. Kids just kind of follow along, people jumping in.
Teens throwing punches in the street, surrounded by many other kids watching. At one point, you can hear what sounds like a stun gun. The group then disperses, running in different directions.
They don't fear the justice system. I mean, I've talked to officers that encounter these kids all the time, and they're like, well, I don't care, take me up to 2020, I'm gonna be right back out. So as long as they don't believe that they're gonna be held accountable for their actions, they're just gonna continue their behavior.
Come on, my people, dialogue with us. Let's deal, let's build. Let's find out how we gonna get out of this situation and how we gonna get out of the slums and the ghettos. Right. Why are we continuing being acceptable of being at the bottom? How you doing, my sister? You got you a fly? Come here, dialogue with your brother for about 5 minutes. Learn how you can get salvation. Read.
Feet that be swift in running to mischief.
So if you notice, over there down, what was that, Yard House? Yard House, it was a group of teenagers that was swift to run to mischief. Bring it out. They were swift to fight and jump on one person. I know some of y'all saw this, but let's find out why our young teenagers and young brothers of this generation are swift to run to mischief. Give me 1 Corinthians 15:33. Because you too busy on World Star, you too busy on TikTok, and the black image that's the confusion of a face is being showed as a gangster.
Bring it out.
You're not being showed as gods on this earth. Right. You're not being showed that you can rule. Right. You're not being shown what you need that is needful for you to be prospered. Read.
1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 33. Bring it out. Be not deceived. Evil communication corrupt good manners.
What's the evil communication amongst the black community? Cardi B. You got Sexy Red. You got all these music artists that are a destruction to our own people.
That's right.
And that's why you swift to run to mischief. You got a young woman on TikTok saying, I'm a whore with a W. But she said, I don't want my daughter doing the things that I do.
Bring it out.
But the scriptures say, as the mother, so is the daughter.
That's right.
So that's what's going to happen. But if we don't come back to the strength of this Bible, go to Isaiah, whole Proverbs still. Go to Isaiah chapter 52 and 1.
Bring it out.
It's time for you to wake up, black man. It's time for you to wake up, so-called black woman.
That's right.
And stop thinking that righteousness is godliness, because it ain't. Stop thinking that it's good to be ghetto. Since when was it good to be ghetto? There ain't nothing good about being ghetto. We need to clean ourselves up, and the only way we're going to clean ourselves up is with the Bible. Read.
Isaiah chapter 52 and verse 1. Bring it out. Awake, awake, put on thy strength.
Why does the Bible say, awake, awake, and put on thy strength? Because the children of Israel are asleep. We are in a deep slumber due to the curses. We don't know who we are. We don't know where we belong. We don't know what belongs to us. But we want to cleave to everything else. We want to save everybody else. But when will you be ready to save yourself?
Bring it out.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity.
His word